So you just open your results, and maybe for the first time, or once again, it wasn't exactly what you wanted. And personally, I've had my due experience with bad results, and probably one of the many things that give me the energy to continue being the learner's hideout. And after each of these results, there's definitely things I would have loved people to say to me that I never got. And so that's why I said I'm going to be talking about 5 facts that prove that you'll be okay after this your bad results. Maybe not that they prove that you'll be okay, but 5 things that I wish that someone told me after I got a couple of bad results. So anyways, let's get into it. And so the first thing really is the fact that you're not a disappointment. I know that right now it looks like as if, oh, I set this goal that I wanted to get, and oh, that wasn't what I found, and this is just not making sense. Your parents have told you, oh, they're disappointed in you. That friend has told you, oh, they expected more from you. That lecturer has told you that, I thought you'd be something, and you're like, damn, I might just be a disappointment. But one thing I want to put it to you is the fact that you are not a disappointment. You might have disappointed yourself, you might have disappointed them, but you are not a disappointment. Because saying you are a disappointment is a label, and you cannot put a label on yourself because of a particular set of occurrences or even a particular occurrence. Because the things that you tell yourself that you are the things that end up magnifying a lot in your life. So just because you made one bad mistake or one bad result, or maybe you even have a series of bad results, it still is not a proof that you are a disappointment. Because maybe this particular set of things that you're doing might not just be the right things for you, or maybe something else might just be happening that might just be not be allowing you, to do your result. But you labeling yourself someone that God took their time to create as a disappointment. No, girl, that's not the way to do it. Because I'm sure there's lots of wonderful things that you've done in your life that people looked at and they were like, wow, this is so amazing. And so how would you label yourself as a disappointment because of the one thing that you did that just didn't come out right? That doesn't sit right with me at all. Another reason why I don't feel like you can call yourself a disappointment is because you are not the results that you get. I know that it's very, very easy, to associate yourself with the kind of results that you get. Personally, I do it sometimes, but you are not the result that you get. And that leads me on to my second point, that it's not about the result that you get, but it's about who you are at your core. One thing I've always loved about academia, and even in the studying of academia and trying to understand it and everything, is the fact that academia does not just help you to get some particular things, yes, but academia changes you at your core. It builds in your discipline, it builds in your resilience, it helps you to imagine a place whereby you'll be able to go above your means, above your ability to do things. And so what I love about it is that the fact that this thing is not just changing the results that you get, but this thing is changing who you are. And so sometimes when you don't get the results that you actually want to get, and you just notice that, oh, this result is not aligning with the work that I've done. But one thing I will definitely be able to tell you is the fact that it might not have changed the result, but it has definitely changed you. It has made you a more hardworking person. It has made you a more resilient person. And there are many times when I know I have worked hard at results and I have done my best in some courses, followed up with the lecturer, done so many things, and the result was still not what I wanted the result to be. But one thing that I know I can never not look at myself and tell myself is that I did not try my best. And that's one thing that you need to understand. It's not just about, the whole thing that, oh, you did all the work and blah, 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 you didn't get the result that you get. But it does not change the fact that you are somebody that actually worked hard. And you are somebody that is hardworking, you're somebody that is resilient, and you're someone that is actually even trying. For the fact that you're even on this video in the first place, or you've ever even watched any of my videos, the fact that proves that you're actually someone that actually wants to do better and is actually a better person. And so just because some people that were supposed to allow you the correct kind of marks did not allow you those kind of marks, does not mean that you are now below what you said you are. No, you're actually a hardworking, resilient person that just maybe was swindled or done incorrectly. And so one thing I want to just solidify on this point is the fact that it's not about the outcome. It's more about the process. It's more about who you become. Because there are people that do well and they cheat. And what does that make them? Yeah. So you that you actually worked hard and you did the actual work, what does that actually make you? A disciplined person, a hardworking person, a resilient person, someone that knows how to put in the work. And that is something that you should definitely be proud of. And that leads me on to my third point. Don't give up on yourself. Like I said before in the first point, there are probably lots of wonderful things outside of school that you've done, and people were like, wow, this is so amazing. And that proves to you that there's great things residing inside of you. That means that there are so many other things that you could be doing, or you have done, maybe in academics or other things that are actually really wonderful. And then you just want to sit down there and be like, oh, that you can't do anything, or you're too small, or maybe I'm not just cut out for this. Believe me, you are more than cut out for this. You are. Because for the fact that you were able to put in the work the first time, that means there's great power inside of you to actually do exceptional things. So why would you give up on yourself? It is one thing, that I've come to understand is that the future belongs to the people that don't give up. The great things of life, the things that you want so badly belong to people that refuse to cave in, even when it's like, man, can I actually go on? And it's a quality I really admire in people that really, really have it. Like, even if it takes me a million years, as long as this is the thing I want, this is what I'm going after. It's a quality, that I think you should build up, in yourself, and me too as well. So you can't just give up on yourself because you got one bad result. Who knows? Maybe the next time when you try, that's when you actually finally get the good result, and you want to give up on yourself now, right when it's right in your face. Why would you do that to yourself? And I love this quote, that Eleanor Roosevelt says. She said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I can't help but agree with her. Because if you believe in those dreams and you refuse to give up on yourself, that is like really when those results and those dreams actually start, to come out and all those kind of things. So don't just give up on yourself just like that. Because after this bad results, who knows? That net result might just be the result that changes everything. And that was sincerely, it for me. So why can't it be that for you? And this next point ties back to the fact that sometimes you don't get the results that you deserve. And that comes in like two different folds. I say because, it's humans that are handling this kind of results and all that. People can make mistakes when they are doing your results. And it's no shock that maybe, that you actually did the work and that you not actually get the results that you deserve. And that's more of a show of their problem than your problem. So you can't beat yourself up, for people that make mistakes meanwhile you actually did the work. And of course there are some times when you actually do the work and you don't get what you're supposed to get. And then maybe there's a system, that can actually change that. But for most of the people that watch my videos, because of the schools they're in, they might not really be able to get you the correct marks or not that. But that's really, like I said, it's not your fault. You actually did the work. And sometimes, you don't just get what you're supposed to get. And what can we really do? And sometimes the reason why we also don't get the results that we deserve is because maybe we didn't really believe we were deserving that result when we were initially working hard. Because if we truly believed, this is not for everybody that's watching this video right now. Some of us would have worked a whole lot harder. I know that there were some times when I didn't work as hard, as I wanted to, or I should have worked, and that was probably why I got some of the results I actually got. You know that this kind of result that you're getting is not the kind of result that you want. So what are you going to do next time? Just simply to do the work so that you actually get the result that you actually want to get. Because this is not the result that you deserve. This is not the result that you want. So why are you going to not do anything to get what you actually feel that you deserve? That's not fair to yourself. That's not fair to, the you that entered in 100 level that wanted so many great things, And that leads me on to my last point. This won't be the last time that you face failure unless you do one thing. Understand what lesson did this make you learn. And sometimes, it could possibly be that when you see your result, this might teach you that, oh, I should have done this, or maybe this isn't the kind of results that I like, or there's just something about this kind of results that just teach you more about yourself. Teach you, that, oh, maybe this is not the kind of reality I want. This is not the kind of life I want to live. This is not the kind of result I want to graduate with. And if you truly learn the lessons that these results sometimes try to teach you, there will hardly be a position whereby you actually get the same results all over again. And to those that maybe they might be later on, in their semesters, like, oh, you're in final year, all the stuff, where you're like, oh, even if I do the result, it might not change my overall results. True, or maybe not true. But I think it's just about having that one result where you were like, oh, this one semester, I really did try for myself. And maybe if all the other semesters were really bad, there was that one semester where I showed myself that I was truly deserving of the result that I actually wanted. But before we actually start working hard and doing all the wonderful things that we want to do to get the result that we deserve, sometimes it's just okay to cry. Just cry and sleep and eat and watch TikTok or something. And then wake up and maybe come back to this video again. So to find strength to actually get the results that you deserve. So yeah, I think I'm done with this video. And if you have been strengthened or you feel it to be better, you can probably check out this video here where I talk about how to get your desired result. When you don't have to do that today, you can just watch this and go and rest a little. And when you found the energy, you can work hard for the result that you actually want, because this result is not the result that you deserve. So yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you in another video.